The way it starts, if he's flirting with the devil or evil or whatever you want to call it, and then at the end of that particular passage, you lost your life, bam, right? And then you listen to the rest of the album, especially when you relate it back to that Black Israelite shit. Like, y'all have moved away from God's graces. You're over here flirting and playing around with Lucy, trying to see what she lost. And this, oh my God. Man, see, that's the one theory that ain't none of y'all whack. Like, nobody said that. How'd it take B to figure this shit out, but y'all couldn't? B's
the media.
You know what it is though? I stopped really thinking about shit that hard, and you just kind of lay back and calm down. It just comes to you.
You stupid, B. That nigga say he frozen, goddamn. And then in hip hop album review, Kendrick Lamar DAMN. Okay, we kind of talked about it when Kendrick Lamar dropped The Heart Part 4, that we all anticipated an album dropping on the 7th. Didn't happen. Just an announcement of this album.
We were trying to set you up.
So the album dropped Good Friday, right?
Right.
And then the conspiracy was that there was supposed to be another album dropped that Sunday of the resurrection. So it was kind of like Kendrick saying that he's kind of like rap God. You know what I'm saying? I died on the 5th when I dropped that album, and now I resurrected back on Easter with another album. Supposedly that was supposed to happen. Complex, almost everybody broke it down.
Wait, did you hear about this?
Look, as many stupid fucking theories that I got from the second the goddamn album dropped until today, I stopped listening. It's getting fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, it is.
So no, I heard about there being another album, but then right after I heard that, either Kendrick or Top said there was no other album. So I was like, okay, that theory's dead. I'm not listening to nothing else. All this, listen to it backwards. I'm not doing all that. So no, I didn't hear this specific one about he died on Good Friday.
Bruh, that was.
But so is he still dead then?
No, he's
right. Yeah. So he pushed it back to Good Friday, is what they said, so he could drop another album on Easter. So now that it didn't happen, are they eating crow, or are they just like, are they just acting like they didn't say it?
Actually ate a record. I think he had a vinyl record when it didn't drop or something like that.
He ate a vinyl record?
Yeah.
What you mean? What?
Yeah.
How do you swallow
it? It didn't drop, so
no, you can't swallow that.
Yep, that's what he. I saw it. I didn't watch the video or anything.
Why would you not watch the video of some fool eating a record? This sounds like some old Wu-Tang torture shit. Right. I'm gonna watch a record and feed you. That don't make any sense.
When we saw the album title and all of that, I was like, oh man.
So what you think Charles Xavier? What you think?
What you think Charles Xavier?
You know he do. Yeah, that's right.
I knew that wasn't gonna be another album.
That's why he didn't get it. No, he said Cerebro didn't show another album.
Look, I guess this is like the new thing that the fans want to know. Well, I didn't know what to expect. Look, after I saw this motherfucking album cover and the track listing, I'm like, damn, I don't know if Kendrick fucking up, man. I don't know what's happening. The whole thing getting pushed back. I didn't know. But then the album name is Damn. I'm just like, okay, where are we going?
It was a little sketchy.
I was a little sketchy, just a little bit. But goddamn, man, this Kendrick, yo, like, how the fuck you come out with the first song? Like, Blood's a nice, little talking, whatever. But DNA? You know how many times I hit go back? I was so...
start the album,
Unexpected for me.
Unexpected. Highly unexpected. Because
start out that
energetic?
Yeah.
Why would that be unexpected?
I just didn't expect. I haven't heard Kendrick like on his rap shit, and it's been a minute. I think
since his last album.
What song?
Nah, but
not like this though. What song?
Barry King Kunta?
Yeah, but this is kind of different though.
Is it?
Yeah, to me it felt a little bit different.
This is like more street. Like this album, out of all of the ones that we reviewed, this is the most street Kendrick album. And I think the thing I love about Kendrick, man, and it's apparent in every single one of his projects, he's extremely unique. Like he doesn't do anything that is trendy, and he doesn't even sound like this is from, like, he don't sound like he's from Cali. He just sounds like I'm doing my own shit. I don't give a fuck what nobody said. it's just so different that you can't copy. You can't even jump on the track with Kendrick right now.
Well, I don't know if this one is that different though. Like this is just, to me, a rap album. Like, and I think it was kind of smart on his behalf because with the first 2 releases, they looked at him like savior. Kendrick's like he had to kind of get that pressure off him. There's some shit in this album. Like he's talking about some shit, but at the same time, after To Pimp A Butterfly, the expectations for your next release are so high that I think it's just dope that he just went back to kind of like the shit he was doing with Overly Dedicated and shit like that.
Just straight up rap.
Yeah, I was like, let me just get on my rap shit.
Like, I don't necessarily want to hear Kendrick on something that's trendy. Now, can he kill it? Of course. And I do want to hear him on some of those features with the artists that he fucks with. But this from a Kendrick Lamar album, this is what I wanted.
You don't think some of these songs were a little bit trendy?
Like Loyalty.
Yeah.
Well, not just Loyalty, but even when you step back and listen to Humble.
Yeah.
You don't think some of these?
Honestly, I don't think Humble was trendy.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, the beat. That's what I was getting to. I don't think it was trendy. I think it was like when I hear that beat, I hear she don't wanna be saved, don't save her. Like I don't know why. Maybe that's not.
Humble?
And when I hear Humble, the beat, like I just hear that. So I'm like, damn, like he took
Project Pat.
Yeah, I feel like he took it and did his own thing with that type of sound.
That's what I mean. So let's say if you,
but it's not trendy though.
I think Element has some trend.
I think a lot of these songs have.
I thought Element and Loyalty were the most trendiest songs on here. But
I mean, I thought when I listened to this album, honestly, I thought it sounded like. Here goes another conspiracy. It sounded like he was doing this on purpose. Like it seemed like he was almost like, oh, I can do this sound, but do it better than all of y'all do it. Because just about every song I hear on here, it doesn't sound to me like it's anything super different. It just sounds like Kendrick's doing somebody else's sound, but doing it better.
Whose sound though? Because
okay, so when I hear a song like Humble, Back to Humble, like honestly, when I think about it, I feel like if I pulled Kendrick off and threw somebody like Migos on it, it would make a perfectly acceptable Migos song. But the only reason it doesn't sound like a Migos song is because Kendrick is rapping on it. And that's no diss on the beat, because I like the beat a lot. It almost seems like he did this intentionally. Like it almost seems like he was like, when you look at To Pimp A Butterfly and how different that was for the mainstream landscape of hip hop. It was almost like he was like, well, I don't want to do that again. Instead, I'm gonna show people like Drake, people like Big Sean, and whoever else that I can do this mainstream type of radio sound and do it way better than you can. But I think that people don't even notice it because it's Kendrick.
Yeah, they're so caught up in like messages in the album,
exactly.
decipher messages, playing the shit backwards, and shit like that. Again, I think it was a smart move for him to do this, to put out an album that has more of an accessible sound, to still drop some shit in here.
I think it was a smart business decision for Kendrick to kind of stray away from it a little bit.
I think he said that too.
Well, he said he was gonna get the people what they wanted.
Or the producer said that.
On this album. Like I wanted Kendrick on some big, you know what I'm saying, production. I wanted him to do what he did on this.
Just like Rod, I was hoping that he was gonna kind of be on his cocky shit, which he was. I think Element was a track where he was like on his cocky shit. DNA.
Say my name and I pop up like Candyman.
Yeah.
Oh, so that was my favorite line on that album.
Element
is so cold.
So I think Element, the thing I like about this album too is that he was able to tap in different emotions. You know what I'm saying? As far as his growing up a black male, possibly being fatherless, in songs like Fear.
That's my shit.
And that damn that damn sample, when I heard that sample, I was like, wait a minute, I know this is not what I think it is. Because you remember on Heart Part 4 when we talked about it, I was like, man, that second beat, he just need to keep that shit in. So when that sample came out, I'm like, oh, I know he didn't do this. When that
he had to put that on the album. I think I said that too in that video, like he had to put that on the album.
Yeah, because that shit was, when I found out he did a whole song on that, I'm like, oh my God. And all the different emotions he was in different verses and the different time lapse that he was going through on that song was dope. I thought Triple X was dope because that brought so many. Because I was like you, I was sketchy on that YouTube feature. I was like, I don't know how that's
Who
gonna sound.
wasn't?
Yeah.
Right, I think everybody
Everyone thought.
That and Rihanna.
Yeah. But,
Shit, I thought Rihanna was dope.
I know.
I'm just saying, I was surprised.
right, and
Because you don't like Rihanna.
Well, I didn't want her to sing, and she didn't sing.
Yeah, no, she didn't.
When she sings, she sounds crazy, but when she raps, she actually sounds good.
Rihanna got bars, man.
If you don't stop. She got gold bars to hand somebody. Write this shit for me, please. She has a cool rap voice. I like how she's like real emotionless and just kind of laid back. Just. So she should just rap from now on. She should kind of do just what Chris Brown did and like make a whole rap album.
yeah, I was really surprised with the features. Like I said, the features on I saw YouTube Rihanna, I was like, but I actually was surprised with how good that the song turned out. You know, especially like I said with Triple X with the different beat switches on there. I was like, damn that shit, because that what's that? The first beat switch up, that shit had like a little old school bounce to it, man. The way Kendrick was flowing, I was like, damn, that shit was dope. So is it me or do Lust have a Andre 3000 feel? Y'all didn't.
A lot of this has an Andre 3000 feel.
You think a lot of?
Wait, is that the one where he pitched his voice a little bit? I heard Prince. I think that was what I got, a little bit of Prince.
Andre has a Prince feel,
yeah.
so it makes sense.
So you thought y'all was an Andre 3000?
Yeah, I thought y'all sounded a lot like something that Dre would do now.
Okay, I didn't get that.
Yeah. That sounds like some shit Dre would
But
do.
Lust, I definitely got love. I was
Yo,
oh
yeah.
my god. I was like,
yeah.
if this ain't the love below 3000.
Exactly.
Like, I mean, it was dope. I'm not knocking it. I mean, it was still dope. But still, I was like, man, this dude he has to work with Andre 3000 at some point in the near future. I would love to see that collab. Because I said that on Good Kid, Mad City when Bitch Don't Come Out Vibe. I was like, oh, I can hear Andre 3000 all on this shit. Feel is another one too. It's another that's another one of my favorite tracks, and this is also why I just like put Kendrick on that other level, because for him to have a song like DNA and Element, then you coming out with this whole, ain't nobody praying for me type. Because I always think like, okay, damn, is he really feeling this way about like religion? Because I remember it was like a rumor saying that the next album was supposed to be about God. So I don't know if this was kind of like.
It is.
Yeah, I'm just saying like I know this was like one of the songs that kind
of.
Yeah, it was a rumor that he was. I did like an interview or something.
I just remember there's another song I don't like. God. Did y'all like
okay,
that?
Okay.
That one?
I was like, what the fuck?
I like the beat. I didn't like what he did with his vocals on that.
I don't know.
The beat was cool though. I
don't even remember the beat.
It's catchy. That was the one thing, like, I was like, I don't know what the fuck is up with this hook. But it's stuck in my fucking head. Like, it was so fucking catchy.
And I think the placement of it too.
Yeah.
Like, right where it was at.
You put
Fear, then you put God, then you duck. I don't know. Like, I didn't.
Right before the last
Before the last song.
I mean, obviously he's doing it on purpose, but it throws me off every single time it comes on. And it's like, why are you doing that?
Imagine how that would play in a concert. Like,
Yeah.
Oh, the
Yeah,
The whole crowd would love it.
Yup.
Because I can hear him singing it, like, and then he'll stop, and then you hear the crowd. It's
You're
perfect.
right, you're right.
Like I said, the beat is dope, but I don't like what he did vocally on that particular track.
Shit, you might have just changed my mind though. Because now every time I listen to it now, I'm gonna think about the whole crowd
doing it. Yeah.
Now I might.
Because I thought I was like, oh man, DNA and God, I was like, I can see him doing right with this song live, but vocally, just listening to it, on the album, I'm like, damn. I didn't like it vocally, but I love the beat though. That beat
DNA is dope. Why you
DNA
think
is
it's
so
dope?
fucking
Tell me why you
dope.
think it's
Quarter piece got War and Peace inside my DNA. Man, a whole fucking
video?
Of course.
How'd y'all feel about the video?
That shit was dope. Wait. I'm trying
Damn,
to
I didn't watch the
now.
video.
With Don
I did see
Cheadle.
it. Oh yeah. Where Don Cheadle's like rapping? Like Don Cheadle feels like he used to be a rapper in his past life, or he was a rapper when he was younger. You know what I'm saying? Like that didn't seem like acting. Don Cheadle's an amazing actor, but the way he was standing up, the way he had his hands moving.
And Kendrick gave him
When that beat switches up a little bit towards the end and he just starts rapping, I got burned. I don't even know how the fuck he was staying on beat. It seemed like he was just rapping, and the beat was just like doing whatever the fuck it wants to do. And he was like, I don't care.
It was almost like it's almost like he rapped over whatever part that was. He told him to cut everything else off and let me rap on that part.
Yeah, and it just
add it
fit.
later.
God damn, that shit.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That was one of my favorite songs of the whole album. DNA, Element, easily. Fear had that weird voicemail at the end, right? The weird voicemail from his cousin or something.
Yeah.
What did y'all think about that? Did y'all even really read into that?
No, I didn't.
The voicemail?
The voicemail where he's talking about, I really want to ask you, because it was like where he was talking about the blacks, Native Americans and Latinos being the real Israelites, being the chosen people of God. and the whole reason that we are suffering for this long is because we've walked away from God's graces, and the only way for all the suffering to end would be to go back to the commandments. That turned into a theme of the whole album, and I thought maybe that was like why he was so sad and was like, damn, because maybe the whole time.
No, go ahead. Maybe the whole time.
Because maybe the whole time, you know, he's been rapping about this social economic structure for the last couple of albums, and maybe now he's getting to the point where he's like, well, shit. Maybe it's not everybody else's fault that we're suffering. And let me get this clear. I am not saying I agree with this one bit, but maybe he's saying maybe it's not everybody else's fault that we're suffering. Maybe it's our own fault. Like maybe we're suffering because we're doing shit wrong. We're not obeying what God says we're supposed to be doing. Damn. I had to sit down and actually read the lyrics of the voicemail because I was like, what's he saying? Right. And it seemed like it was something important. I feel like he wouldn't have put that long ass voicemail on there.
Yeah.
And then he mentioned Israelites before that.
Yeah,
I'm not black no more. So it has
and he mentioned the voicemails. He said my cousin Carl said, he said that in y'all too.
Oh, okay. I was wondering what that line meant. I was like, that's weird. This seems odd that is in this song. But I didn't even peep the message at the end.
The message at the end, I kind of, like, I heard it, but it just didn't resonate with me like that.
Because I don't want to, like, I like, with this, like, there was so much coming at you, you know, online that I really wanted to just, like, experience it for myself.
That's why you don't read the shit that comes online.
I wasn't reading, just people tweeting, and I should have muted the fucking word. Because, like, when I was at Rob's crib Saturday, and that's what I was telling Rob. I was like, I was listening to it, I was like, damn, man, this is like Kendrick's on some rap shit, he's just putting out an album, and then he get the fucking Duckworth, and I'm like, so shit, fuck it. Now he just fucked up everything because now I gotta see him. What the fuck is he trying to say?
I was trying to figure that out the whole way through. And the reason I stopped listening to these dumbass conspiracies was one, because of what we were talking about earlier with the whole dropping of the album that didn't happen. And then people saying go listen to it backwards and say something else. Which, I'm not gonna lie, I did it. I listened to like I listened to like 3 tracks backwards and I was like, I'm not hearing anything. Only difference you're hearing is if you listen to it one way, it's, you know, he has like a premonition of he might be dying, and then he analyzes why this might have happened. And if you listen to the other way,
it's gonna obviously do the reverse. I mean,
right, exactly. The other way is gonna do the exact reverse. So it was like, I don't really feel like this is anything super different.
That's what I was like too. Like, what?
Like y'all trying too hard. Maybe he just wanted to rap. Maybe that's all it was.
It's not just it's definitely messages in here, I think.
No, but I mean, like, maybe it's not like a central story throughout the whole album.
Right, I think things are connected to other albums.
They are.
I mean, I think it's not just in this album. People wanted it to be like everything is on this. Nah.
It's not To Pimp A Butterfly.
Exactly,
but I do think there's something in
it is. Going back to Fear. So obviously the timing of the album, right? Good Friday, right before Easter. So when I was listening to Fear, I think that Fear hit me like the hardest, the deepest, because just, again, I'm not super religious, super churchy. If y'all follow me on Instagram, I said I'm going to church so I don't get fined, right? But
keep on playing.
Play with God if you want to.
On that song, right, like, Kendrick lists all these fears, right? Like, and it's stuff that's extremely relatable. Fear, like part of my motivation to do what I do in my career and for money and all of this is part of the fear of, like, not having it, right? But if you believe in God, you're not supposed to fear none of the stuff that Kendrick's talking about fearing. So, like, when I listened to that song, like, a couple of times, like, it hit me because I'm like, God damn, you're not supposed to fear nothing when you have faith in God.
Fucking Ninth Wonder snapping that damn Doug.
Man.
Jesus.
Yeah, it didn't even sound like a Ninth Wonder beat.
He put his foot down on that beat with those beats.
Yes.
I wasn't really expecting that.
It was like it was made for Kendrick. Like the story. It was made for that story.
For that story,
It was crazy.
I was like, damn. No, the fact that the way that Kendrick told that story, man, like him just so vivid. That's why I love great storytelling from MC, especially of that caliber. Like, I'm listening, I'm like, damn, the chicken spot, you know, the dad being real cool with Top, give you some extra biscuits, give you some extra free chicken. But the whole time Top was plotting to rob that shit.
I can't fucking stand you.
Say you want some chicken?
I want the chicken. You know, Top would have killed my dad. I grew up fatherless and probably died in a gunfight. Like, and I was like, damn, like.
But then it starts over though, and the old lady is looking for some shit. She blind.
Right.
I don't know if you knew that. She blind.
Right, she blind.
And she looking for something that she dropped.
Who was that lady though?
I don't know who the lady was.
Shit, she could be Lucy.
Oh shit, she might be Lucy.
She might be
Lucy. I didn't think of that actually, to be honest. I really didn't think of that.
Damn.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
I was trying to get one of y'all. I got you.
That's damn. Honestly,
That is
I
good.
never thought
That is
about it. I was like, who the fuck is the old
Think,
lady?
remember what FIFO said?
Wow.
There's a lot of points in that can be tied to other albums. So maybe, you know, that might be Lucy from.
And he was trying to help her find something that's kind of like him flirting with the devil a little bit. Damn, B!
He figured it out. He figured it out. He figured it out.
Damn, yeah, because I have not been able to figure that out.
Could be Lucy.
I was like, the lady means something.
Right.
Because why would he pick an old lady who's blind? Like, evil can affect anybody. Like, blind. God damn, B. That makes this album make a whole lot more sense.
So I think the interesting thing about that track also is
Blood? Or you talking about blood? Oh, you talking about we were at the Duckworth. Okay.
it kind of goes a little bit in what you said about how things apply to go back to the other album, and the Israelite shit, which I didn't know until now. But if you think about or look at To Pimp A Butterfly, it talked about like systemic racism, institutionalized racism, all that other stuff, right? This album, if you look at Duckworth, is about choices and the different choices you make.
Right.
So he could have killed him or not, and like all that stuff kind of came back around. And in this album, he's kind of addressing those different things as well. So that's why the Israelite shit kind of like is tripping me out, because I didn't even pick up on that until you said it. But I was talking to a kid on campus, and that's what I was telling him, man. I was like, yeah, I think this is about like yourself, the choices you make. And I'm not big on that. Like, I know the system has a lot to do with, you know, how it affects like how we advance, but also sometimes the decisions you make. He made one decision other than the one he made, and everything has changed. And now tying in the Israelite shit.
And take it one step further, tie it into that, is it wickedness or is it weakness? Did Top let him live because he knew he might profit off of him later or something? Or did he let him live out of weakness? Like, I feel so, it's just, I feel like there are depths to this album, but I just don't think it's a story concept depth. I just think it's something else. And I think now that you said that Lucy shit, I think that's added a whole extra layer to this shit that I'm gonna have to go back and listen again with that in mind and see if more shit changes.
I feel that Kendrick albums, doesn't matter if you listen to it 3 times, 5 times. It's gonna take some time for everything that he puts into it to really soak in. And on this album, like I felt like I know a lot of people did on social media and whoever's listening to this album that's like, yo, this is dope. I'm catching some of these messages, but I didn't get the tie-in either. I'm like, how is all of this tying in? I'm not getting it. You know, and it's still
because I think it's tied to other things, other albums. I don't think it all ties to
and then the song titles, all the different, you know, those are different, like Vices, Lust, Pride, you know, Be Humble.
The Deadly Sins or whatever.
I think as a whole, like for me, I just love just listening to it as a fucking rap album without all the extra shit. And I was glad that was there.
And I think he wants people to listen to it that way and catch stuff later. You know what I'm saying? It's not, you know, you don't need to dissect it. Just enjoy the music.
Enjoy the album.
You know
and that's all I wanted to do. But
because that's what we did back in the day. We still catch stuff off Pac and Biggie records today.
Absolutely.
And I think that's what he really ultimately wants to do. You know what I mean? So
like make a rap album that's not obviously a fucking concept.
Right.
Just a rap album that you may pick shit up on later on.
Just enjoy the experience. You know, just enjoy it.
What y'all think of Pride? Did y'all like that song?
Which one?
Pride. It was like the really mellowed out beat, and he was almost like spoken word rapping. It's the one that had the line about I take all religions and put them in one service,
and that was
just showing that we ain't shit, but he's been perfect. With that, see,
I wonder is that tied into something?
It is. It's like all these things. It's like everybody's been just doing shit wrong.
Where does this album put Kendrick in his career?
I don't know, because critics are loving it, but I feel like fans are talking shit.
Really?
Because I feel like they think that from now on, Kendrick has to make a
accessible
Black
songs.
Power conceptual album. So when he doesn't do that and he uses accessible beats, they feel like he's trying for an audience that he didn't have before. But I feel like he kind of already had that audience, so it didn't really make a difference.
Right.
Exactly.
That's why he's on the mainstream
On that
level
level.
already, good as he does.
Right.
To me, I think it's unfair to put an artist and be like, okay, all you can do is conceptual style projects.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because at a certain point, you're gonna evolve and want to do other things that are artistic. So you can't just pigeonhole somebody into that. And just because I didn't do that doesn't mean that this album isn't as good as that album. There's certain levels of expectation, right? Like you expect for Kendrick to come with dope production, some type of a message, and come with lyrics and flow, right? Like those are expectations. And I think if you're a great artist, that is every great artist's expectation. What is that finished product? And how does it make you feel? Because music is supposed to be an emotion.
This fucking social media, Twitter type fucking hip hop culture world that we live in gets on my fucking nerves sometimes because
Ken mode.
he does one thing different and all of a sudden the motherfucker's selling out because he got a fucking Mike Will beat. Mike Will made it fucking beat. Like what the fuck, man? Let this motherfucker just make fucking music. Can we just do that and we just sit back and enjoy it?
Don't you want more people and more rap artists to have think pieces written on them?
Right.
Because I mean, Kendrick is really the only one.
And that keeps it alive. That does
Exactly.
keep the culture alive.
And that makes people legitimize the art form.
Right.
Like, you can open up Google all day long and find Rolling Stone think pieces
Right,
and
exactly.
Beatles think pieces on why they did the White Album. But how many are there about rap artists?
Right.
So I think there should be more think pieces, and Kendrick should inspire more people to want to have think pieces about their album.
To a certain degree, I'm okay with the think pieces. I think we can overanalyze shit, but whatever. It's the people that are sitting here saying he sold out because it sounds different.
Yeah, that's stupid.
Kendrick, if you watching, what the fuck am I supposed to say, bro? Like, thank you for another amazing album. I am definitely, Ken, you looking forward to the next Kendrick album? Shut up. Yes, I'm looking forward to every one of your albums, every one of your side projects, anything, honestly, anything that comes out of TDE. Let me talk to Kendrick. Hey, look, man, I appreciate the hard work, cause it is not easy to do what you do at all. Take your time. Do what you want to do it how you want to do it, because you have the team that allows you to do it. Everybody at TDE, man. Thank you, appreciate it.
Man, yo, just keep doing you, man. I mean, I really ain't got fucking shit to say. You know, it's like, what the fuck can I say to Kendrick Lamar? He obviously knows what he's doing, and just continue to be the artist that you are. And writing what you feel, putting out the type of music that you feel, or whatever, man. You're talented enough that I think whatever you put out is gonna be dope. And I think with this particular album, there was a part in it, like the middle part, where I was like, I don't know about this. Where it kind of, it didn't quite hit me on the first listen, but repeated listens, those songs started to really, really resonate with me more and more, and I started to appreciate them and like them more within the confines of the album.
Yeah, Kendrick, if you're watching, man, I think it's so dope, like, being a fan of you since the overly dedicated days, how, like, people wasn't really fiending for your music, and now it's like you drop something and people are losing their damn mind. So I think that's so dope, as being a fan of you for years, seeing you evolve as an artist, man. I think it's so dope. I love this album. I love the fact that you was dark on some songs, it was light, it was fun on some songs, it was emotional, it was a lot of stuff. I think you did a great job of conveying that on this album. So yeah, kudos to you, man. Great job.
I ain't got shit to say. Great album, man. I wouldn't listen to everybody that's talking shit, because I feel like if you don't do exactly what people are expecting, they're gonna have something to say, and it's not always gonna be positive. But I think that you blew everybody away with To Pimp A Butterfly, that they kind of fell into this thing where they wanted to put you in a hole. And if you did anything other than To Pimp A Butterfly Part 2, then it was gonna be a problem. And that he's not, you're not the only rapper to have that problem. A lot of rappers have that issue. But I love this shit. And I can honestly say that I think I'll listen to this more than I'll listen to Pimp A Butterfly, because I just like the way you rap. I just like the way you sound on a beat. It's really that simple. I don't always need an overly complex concept, even though B fucked me up, and I might have to go back and really think about this. But yeah, great album. I ain't got shit else to say. Do what you do and keep doing it. I'm write my own think piece.